Hi there, Libra. Welcome to your end of April 2023 General Tarot Update. It's Rena here. I hope there wasn't like dead air. I have a new camera and or phone, and they put the timer on it in a different place, so I'm not used to it. Okay. Ooh, oh gosh. This could not be more apropos for Libra if it tried. It really couldn't, because of the astrological energies happening right now for sure. Oh, very good. Okay. And the reason I say that is that we just had a very powerful solar eclipse in Aries, and that's the opposite sign of you. So it aspects. Well, I think that it we can say that it would encompass the sign of Libra simply because it was at 29 degrees of Aries. And you're going to have a solar eclipse in your sign in October, So from now until October, while we're talking about the other side, which can be relationships, it also can be about coming back to yourself, because it may have been, something that was dealing with another person, but now you're going to have a solar eclipse in your sign. So it's kind of like the springboard to action for the next solar cycle. I guess I'm talking about if your sun is in Libra, but for the ascendant as well, this new cycle where you have eclipses for the next 18 months. Okay. So, affecting self and other. The heart of the matter is the Ten of Wands, and you can just tell, even if you don't know a thing about tarot, that is a beast of burden, and that animal, isn't that an ox? I don't know, has a lot on its back. And there's a woman, and she's carrying some stuff too. And this represents, and then you see the mountain in the background. This represents some kind of thing in your life that feels like an obligation that you feel compelled to take on. And this can be within the dynamic of a relationship, like you're in a marriage or the equivalent, and you feel responsible for your partner's moods, their behavior, and their happiness. And I guess that's moods, but you know what I mean. And so that becomes very draining because it doesn't work, A, and B, it isn't your responsibility. Now, sometimes this can just be the burdens of success. That is a phrase from my book, Tarot Plain and Simple, by Anthony Lewis, highly recommended, just to grasp the key terms of each card. And the burdens of success are real. Sometimes people, they're so excited that they get a promotion, not realizing that, maybe they go from an hourly wage to a salary, and then they have to work longer hours, and they don't necessarily get paid more money. They might get a raise, but they also lose some of their time, free time. Maybe at work, you're being asked to fill in for a coworker who is on medical leave, or something with her child, and you were happy to help, and then it's becoming routine, and now and maybe it's more than one person that you're being asked to do this for, and you're starting to feel taken advantage of. Learning boundaries is very important for all signs, Libra especially, because you want to be that person who other people approve of. And I don't mean that in a weak way. I mean, you like to keep the peace. You don't want people to have animosity towards you or to have hurt feelings. You want to be accommodating. That's what I wanted to say. In the past position, we have the Queen of Cups. This is a very spiritual card. This is very psychic. I think it's connected to Cancer, as I recall. But it's also a card of motherhood. And I would say if you're a male, this could certainly apply to you wanting to become a parent, male or female. I'm not a parent myself, but I love seeing men nurturing their children. It's like such a great thing because I know that this is so necessary for men to get in touch with their feminine sides. Not the, superficial feminine side, but the real one that comes with the actions that we take that help other people. And now we got to get men into yoga classes. That's the next step. And into, meditation classes, because every time I go, it's usually like 95% women. Because everyone benefits from this. And there's the divine masculine, the divine feminine in all of us. Libra is a masculine sign, which is kind of funny because a lot of Libra women seem girly girl to me. They seem very feminine, but don't get it twisted. You Libra women can be fierce. You can be very ambitious and, like a go-getter because you're a cardinal sign. So anyway, this is very feminine energy. It's double feminine, double water. So it's associated with intuition. It's associated with nurturing and creative pursuits. You might be like tired of the rat race, and you really feel like you're not utilizing your talents. The higher message is the World card. So it is supportive of this being an ending in your life, this phase. Now, I can't say exactly how this is going to play out. It's interesting that they have kind of like a rainbow dress or skirt, because I noticed the 10 of Cups has a rainbow as well. So there must be, because they say the pot at the end of the rainbow. The rainbow must signify something with endings. I know it signifies culmination or, good fortune. But anyway, the World card is telling you that your life is changing. Maybe an era in your life is over with. Now, that doesn't mean that you're just starting anew right now. It may be over the next year and a half, as you have these eclipses, that these changes will become apparent to you. But just kind of putting it out there to look at things differently, because if this is like a marriage relationship, marriage type of relationship, the World card could be suggesting that is coming to an end. And the 10 of Wands can be that you have been trying too hard, that you have shouldered the burden of the relationship. I think women as a whole, even if the relationship isn't a bad one, tend to do this just because we value emotional connection very readily. Men may, be happy just with our presence, but we want to kind of nurture that relationship, not just, have it, not just coexist with that person, but really nurture it. And if that person is not receptive to that and you keep trying to make it work, that's a fruitless activity. Also, Queen of Cups, you might be going through a spiritual awakening, and you're actually meant to be exploring different things, and you're kind of sticking to the old paradigm. What crosses you is the Strength card. This is associated with Leo. You see this is a clever illustration for this card, half woman and half lion. It sounds like the Lyran star seeds. And by the way, I've been noticing people like I don't like to use the word guru, but like spiritual teachers. I don't like the word influencer either, but like spiritual online uh, personalities, if you will. And some of them I can detect. I told one of them that they looked like a Lyran. I mean, really, like big time. But I've seen people that they look like different star seeds, and it's kind of freaky, like Pleiadians too. Pleiadians, I think, kind of have those eyes that are almond shaped, or they're even kind of Asian type of eyes, but even like in a Caucasian person or a person of color, but they have these eyes that are, and it's not anything to do with their ethnicity, you know. I think that could be plus. I don't know why I'm saying this. Talk about being random, right? But anyway, the strength card is connected to, um, you know, the idea of confidence. And I really think ultimately it's knowing yourself. Going back to your sign, Libra, one of the things that may plague you is indecision, or even second guessing yourself. Well, that's what they say indecision is second guessing yourself. When I read that, I was like, oh man, is this on point? It's so, so true. And so you have to figure out why you're doing this. A Sun and Libra individual may have inner planets, including Mercury, in Virgo, and that can really add to the perfectionism and the insecurities. So, this may be what is happening, is that you feel like you're not confident enough to make these needed changes. Well, I'm going to tell you something. You may not be making changes, they may be made for you. And what's coming in is such an affirmative card, the Sun card, which is connected to the sign of Leo, but it's all about success, prosperity, healing, joy, children. So it's right under the Queen of Cups. So if, here's another possibility. If you have been trying to conceive a child and it hasn't been happening, it may be that that person isn't the right person. I mean, that's always a possibility, right? That we have to consider. And some people, unfortunately, they know that they're not with the right person, but they really want a child. And maybe they feel like the clock is ticking. Well, please think about the child. But the Sun card can indicate love coming into your life. And yeah, I mean, it's such a wonderful thing. The Sun card, probably, arguably the best card in the deck. And the outcome is the Eight of Pentacles, which is a card of worldly success, money, wealth, and that kind of thing. And I feel like what this is saying is that if you're able to let go of something, that you have this in your vibrational escrow, to quote Abraham Hicks, it's waiting for you. Because the 10 of Wands too is about endings. Number 10 is about the end of a cycle. So something is waiting for you on the other end. That's really good, Libra. So you may have to just, the art of letting go. I don't know, that phrase came into my mind just now, and I'm thinking, is that the title of a book? But anyway, that's what I have for you, Libra. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a personal reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.